what really draws me into cooking is the fire. It's kind of this living, breathing element, and you really have to master it as a chef. I walk up to the fire, I feel the heat on my face, I watch how the food's cooking. So you've got this dynamic environment that's happening, and that's what really drew me into pizza, was that art of that wood-fired cooking. It's something that's always evolving and really forces you to understand that craft and really master what's happening there. Woo! So the inspiration from Brava Pizzeria comes from really taking the idea of that wood-fired cooking, and the pizzeria of the street is what we started with. When I first got to Colorado, we started with a mobile wood-fired oven, and really it was a burgeoning food scene. This was about 11 years ago, and the Denver food scene was kind of this sleepy mountain town. Really, it was amazing to be kind of that in the edge of watching the explosion of what had happened. Watching these new chefs and these new flavors and these new techniques and these new restaurants really open, and being a part of that, of really pushing the Denver culinary scene forward. We're located in what's called Avanti Food and Beverage. It's a modern day food hall kind of reincarnated. So we share the space with 7 common restaurants. Because of the diversity of the menus that are available here, we kind of attract a little bit of everybody and anybody, whether it's families in the daytime or kind of a really nice, vibrant, young evening scene. It kind of brings all walks of life from all over the city. What we're really seeing is this push for kind of a plant-forward diet. I mean, we're seeing people really falling in love with these local produces and these veggies and really tying that in. And dairy's this beautiful bridge that really brings in some unique flavor and texture and gives you that rich, creamy fatness that you really want to get in there. And that's why we really love partnering with California cheeses. You're using the best quality of milk, and it's going to be consistent year-round because you've got a pretty steady temperature that's going to go throughout the year. There's so many amazing artisans that are out there creating such a variety, whether it's aged hard cheeses to fresh young soft cheeses. So we got the opportunity to compete in the Real California Pizza Contest, and it brought together this awesome group of amazing artisans, and really to show the diversity of cheese and the diversity of California dairy, and just importantly the diversity of pizza and what we could do there. We started with 4 different cheeses, and we had these Mexican-inspired flavors from mole and salsa verde and some pickled peppers and this beautiful pork. And it was kind of a very unique, exciting opportunity to take the ideas of different cuisine and really push that to the next level. So the idea from this dish actually came from one of our happy accidents, we call them. So we were actually trying to make these breadsticks. The dough didn't get floured right, everything kind of started to stick together, and we threw it in, and what came out was the rough shape of this star. So we got this kind of crazy thing that came out of the oven, and then based on that, we're like, all right, what can we do with this? So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take and stretch one of our 7-ounce pizza dough balls into a 10-inch shape. And then once we get that, we're actually going to take and cut that pizza down to about an 8-inch circle. And we're going to take our bench scraper and do 8 little 1/4-inch slits into that dough. We're doing that because we're going to take this California mozzarella and we're going to make these little hidden pockets in the points of our star. And we'll squeeze that dough together. And once we have all 8 points of that star put together, we'll load that up onto our peel. We're going to place the dough star in the oven and let it set for a few seconds to set up. And at the same time, we're going to take this beautiful fonduta that we've made using a beautiful California fontina, white wine, some California cream cheese, roasted garlic, and a little bit of fresh lemon zest. After about 15 seconds, we're going to take our cast iron of that melty fonduta cheese and place it in the middle to weigh it down. Once it's cooked and we've got the color that we like, we're going to pull it out of the oven. And then we're going to take that beautiful fonduta and that creamy, flowy, melty cheese is just going to be poured right into the middle of that star. The idea when we bring this dish to the table is it's meant to be shared. We're going to have some fresh veggies, a little bit of fruit, and you take those, you just kind of drag it through that cheese, so then you're going to break down that star. You're going to take off those edges and you're going to drag that through the cheese. And the last little bit is you've got that soggy, cheesy bread that comes out at the end. You can smear that on with just a little bit of fresh seasonal preserves, and you've got a delicious end to the meal. What it means to be a real maker is being a member of a community of artisans and craftsmen and taking these beautiful ingredients and transforming them. And really us as chefs and us as craftsmen is bringing people along that journey with us and our experiences and our flavors and our memories, and really allowing them to go on that journey and taking those and tying them all together.